Hi everyone, it's Merc007 here, otherwise known as Miss Merc. Thank you for joining my board game video. Today we're going to take a look at this exciting game from Japan that is getting an international release. Please enjoy! Atlas Lost: Rise of the New Sovereigns is made by Tactical Games from Japan. Tactical Games have been making its name in Japan in the past several years by creating games that have a wonderful aesthetic. Uchiba Koya, known for publishing Aqua Garden and Ostia, is collaborating in this new game. Atlas Lost: Rise of the New Sovereigns is designed by Totsuca Chuo. The images you see in this video are not the final images. The illustrations on the cards in this video are just placeholders for this digital version. In the published version, the cards will have more illustrations. Let's delve into a new world of Atlas Lost. Atlas Lost: Rise of the New Sovereigns is a highly strategic game for 2 to 4 players. Players are taken to an era where a devastating apocalypse occurred, where the AIs have destroyed the world. Players must race to regain and use lost technology and gain influence to rebuild the world. A player wins if they are the first to reach any one of these conditions at the end of their turn. If they are the first to gain 30 technology points, or obtain 4 of the initiative tiles, or they are the first to move their influence token to the end of the track, at the end of their turn, they will win. Atlas Lost: Rise of the New Sovereigns has a unique, highly modular setup, allowing for multiple combinations of play. Out of the box there will be 5 technology trees. Culture: compete to place culture tokens on the board and use it to gain technology points. Science: players gain passive benefits and reduce spending costs for their actions. Economy: attach economy tokens to the advanced team personnel to gain resources or technology points. Military: gain military power and steal technology from other players. Religion: convert other players to your religion and gain benefits based on their resources. At the beginning of each game, choose 3 out of the 5 tech trees to be used in the game. Depending on the tech tree chosen, it will determine how much resources can be gathered, and how much player interaction will be in the game. For example, using the economy tech tree has a high level of resources, but not as much interaction, whereas the military tech tree isn't really for gathering resources, but has a high level of player interaction. The rulebook will have a great chart to explain how to choose which technology to suit your game. For this video we will use Culture, Science, and the Economy tech trees. This tech tree combination gives us a lot of ways to gather resources with a bit of player interaction. Any tech tree component not used in that game can be set aside. Set the 3 tech tree boards in the middle of the table in any order. Shuffle and fill in the level 2 tech tree tiles and remove any excess tiles. For my game, I'll randomize the culture tiles, the science tiles, and so on. Then place the A, B, C tiles in order onto the boards A, B, and C. Next, connect the level 2 tech tree boards. Then, shuffle and fill in the level 3 tech tiles. Remove any excess tiles out of the game. Finally, connect the level 3 tech tree board. Shuffle and make 3 decks of each technology and place them below their corresponding tech trees. For example, the science cards will go here. This space is designated for the discard. Place a level 2 frontrunner token in each of the level 2 spaces. Then, shuffle the level 3 frontrunner tokens and place them face down in each of the level 3 spaces. The first player to land on one of these spaces will get that token. Place the influence board nearby. For this example, we will put it in this orientation. And place the corresponding influence reward tiles in order of the tech trees in that game. In my game, Tech A is Culture, Tech B is Science, and Tech C is Economy. Place the reward tiles in that order. Tech A, the Culture reward tile, Tech B, the Science reward tile, and Tech C, the Economy reward tile. Place the Influence Initiative tile that looks like this in this space. And place the 3 Technology Tree Initiative tiles at the top of their corresponding tech trees. Place the technology points into a supply area. These are like victory points, and this supply is unlimited. The player who has shown leadership most recently is the start player. Play goes clockwise. Each player chooses a colour and takes a player board, 9 advanced team personnel, and an influence token of that colour. Each player places 1 advanced team personnel in each of the level 1 technology spaces in each tech tree. Place everyone's influence token at the start of the influence track. Take a research resource token, a data research token, and a command token. Place the command token at 0. Place your other tokens with this side face up. When you gain over 10 resources, flip the token over. Each player starts with a different amount of resources depending on that player order. Check the rulebook chart to see how many resources each player starts with. For example, the start player gets 3 research resources and 1 data resource, whereas player 2 starts with 4 research resources and 1 data resource. Shuffle and give each player 2 starting cards. They choose one to keep in their hand and discard the other out of the game. Each player takes the corresponding tech tree player boards and components and connects them to their board. For example, if the culture tech tree is in play, connect the culture player board and fill it up with 9 cultural tokens. For the economy tech tree, take the economy player board and fill up your personal economy token supply. After playing the game once or twice, the setup should be a lot faster. On a player's turn, there are 2 phases, the action phase and the influence phase. In the action phase, you can perform the following once each in any order. A main action, players can only choose one of the 4 main actions. A command action, activate an active technology tile. A card action, utilize a card. Finally, to end the action phase, you can do as many free card activation actions as you wish. You may skip some or all of these actions if you wish. In the main action, choose one of the following 4. Place one of your advanced team personnel on the board. Take the leftmost advanced team person from here or here, pay the cost to place it, and place it in a tech tree space where you don't have a personnel occupying that same level in that tech tree. Then take 2 support cards, keep one and discard the other face up. If you are the first person to place a personnel in that space, take the front runner token and gain it immediately. Or in the main action you could replenish your research resources. Look at your player board and gain research resources that are revealed here. If the economy tech tree is in play, you gain research resources for each economy token on the board attached to your advanced team personnel. The more advanced team personnel you have on the board, the more resources you can gain using this action. Or in your main turn, you could do some data collection. Gain data resources depending on what icons are visible on your player board. If the culture tech tree is in play, gain data for each one of your culture tokens on the main board. Or the fourth option is to perform active technology startup. Perform the active technology where one of your advanced team personnel are. Pay the cost and gain the benefit. Remember, if you wish to do a main action, only choose one out of those 4. The next action you can perform in the action phase is the command action. This one is my favorite. Choose any active technology, including tech where there isn't an advanced team personnel in that space. Spend command points equivalent to the level of technology and activate that technology tile. For example, I want to use this level 3 technology. Because it's level 3, I have to pay 3 command points. Then I get to use it by paying the cost and gaining the benefits. Using the level 3 technology tiles is a great way to earn technology points. The next action you can perform in the action phase is the card action. In the card action, you can do only one of the following per turn. Install a card by paying the card cost and placing the card in front of you. Passive cards are active immediately and are ongoing, whereas active cards you have to activate them. Or play a crate card and resolve it immediately, then discard it. Or discard a card and gain either a research resource or a data resource. Then in the action phase, as a free action, you can activate as many of your active cards in your play area. Turn the cards to the side when you use them. Before the end of your turn, you will have the influence phase. You can pay resources to increase your influence. You can increase it as much as you like in that turn. Every time you reach a bonus, gain that bonus. The first player to reach the 4th space will also take this initiative tile, which is one of the winning conditions. If another player passes you on the initiative track, they will take the initiative card off you. Finally, at the end of your turn, turn any cards you have used back to its original orientation and check if you have reached a winning condition. If so, the game ends. Otherwise, it becomes the next player's turn. Let's talk more about how to get the initiative tiles. The initiative tiles are taken by players who are in the lead in that particular area. And each tile is also worth 2 technology points. The requirements are printed on the tiles. For example, the player furthest on the influence track will get to take the influence initiative tile. For the economy initiative tile, count up how many economy tokens are attached to your advanced team personnel and count up your economy cards installed in front of you. If you have a total of 4 or the most out of everyone, then you will get to take the economy initiative tile because you are leading in economy. If you no longer satisfy the tile conditions, that initiative tile will go to the next person who is in the lead. Or it will return back to the main play area if no one satisfies the condition. These initiative tiles may move back and forth between the players. So what did I think? This game is so much fun, especially if you like games with lots of interesting actions and lots to keep your brain engaged. With the modular tech trees and the technology tile randomization, there are so many variations and outcomes of the game. If you're playing with new players, you can choose the tech trees, which have more resource collection and is more peaceful. Or if you want to infiltrate your opponent's team, add in the religion technology tree. What I love about Atlas Lost: Rise of the New Sovereigns is that there is so much you can do on your turn and it gets you thinking. The first time I tried it at the beginning of the game, I only did 1 or 2 actions to start. Then later in that game, I worked out how to use all 3 actions, the main action, a command action, and a card action all in one turn. But if you like strategizing, you can find ways to change it up. For example, doing the card action first, then do the main action, and chaining that to a command action to get some synergy. Atlas Lost: Rise of the New Sovereigns' gameplay made sense to me. I could remember about 90% of the rules after my first play. I kind of felt the same way I did the very first time I played a game like Terraforming Mars. I went away thinking about the game for days. Atlas Lost: Rise of the New Sovereigns gave me that same feeling, that anticipation of wanting to try it again and seeing how I could do my moves better or try what the opponent did. Atlas Lost: Rise of the New Sovereigns is launching in 2022 on Kickstarter, all the way from Japan. Please go check out this game. I've put a link in the YouTube description. If you really want something unique and fun to play, I recommend supporting these local creators from Japan, even though the games may cost a little more. Often printing games is more expensive over here, as Japan board game print runs cannot compete with mass production and shipping. Well, I hope you enjoyed visiting the world of Atlas Lost: Rise of the New Sovereigns with me. Please like, share and subscribe to my channel if you like the content. I made this video as a hobby and don't get paid for these. Thank you so much for your support as always. Thank you for watching. Until next time, happy gaming!